But after it strikes his body, I think the referee there showing great consistency in his application of law, because there was a shout down the other end earlier on for a handball offence, which the referee clearly said, I've seen it hit his arm, it is not an offence, and therefore VAR didn't get involved. And in this instance here, VAR gave him the opportunity to have another look, and again he kept with his consistent approach. So you have to applaud the referee for that under immense pressure. But of course people will argue that it was a handball, but for me, not a handball.
And Peter, obviously it hits his right arm first, and then his left arm is up a little bit. But are you saying because it's come off his right arm, his body first, that in the way neutralises what happens with his left arm, because it's a deflection in effect?
Well, yeah, absolutely right. It is a deflection, and it's not a standard phrase to say it is a handball just because it strikes the arm. The law does say the defender takes a risk in having his arm in that unnatural position, not to say that it will be penalised, and the referee quite rightly adjudicates that it has been a deflection. He hasn't had the opportunity to take his arm out of the way, and he kept with his on-field decision, which was no penalty kick.
Peter, thank you very much indeed. It didn't feel like the Danes were making a great fuss about that, even Kasper Hillman at the end there. What he will be frustrated about is he brings on Andreas Cornelius to win the game, who gets his feet in a muddle, does he? Doesn't quite know what to do when the goal is gaping 2 yards away.
Yeah, goal, the winning goal. It would at the ball and bundle it over the line and ultimately get the goal.
I think bundle's the word, isn't it? He could have chested it in, he could have kneed it in.
He had so many options. Yeah. He said there's so many options in that regards. Yeah, I think he had so many options in order to. And you have to understand also it's a split second. So if you're in two minds, that split second is not even enough. And you can see what he did. I mean, he missed the ball, he scraped the ball actually. Yes. But the coach would not be happy, because if you're a striker, you're there for one job only. And especially when you're in this situation, I mean, you got to score.
Do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes.
Whichever bit of you that God gave you, get it into the net.
As long as there's no handball, so we don't go to...
As long as there's no handball, well, you wouldn't get away with it now, would you?
He can put his whole body on the line.
I think Tunisia deserved the point, didn't they? And Laidini, with that tackle in the first minute, set the tone, the aggressive, skillful approach that they took throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I was very pleased to see a player of that caliber, just putting this shift in. This is the ball on target, but his runs were second to none. And for me, he was the hero, I would say, for this team.
I think we can say he's got everything except maybe a sprint, but we'll let him off that at the end, because he epitomised everything that was good about Tunisia.
100%, and I think it fundamentally started from his energy. As Nigel said, that first minute, making that tackle, and the energy throughout the whole game that Tunisia displayed throughout the whole team. They would have 100% been unfairly treated if they hadn't have taken something from that game.